offshore today off Miami Beach, my hometown, and we're trying to catch some billfish. We're going to throw some kites out, and we're calling this our Billfish Special. We're going to show you some clips today about what's been going on some of the episodes, some of the finer moments while bill fishing, and we're going to see if we can catch a billfish of our own.
Florida, the fishing capital of the world. With over 2,000 miles of pristine shoreline, join three-time World Sailfish Championship winner and pro angler Peter Miller as he takes these lucky winners on a once-in-a-lifetime fishing adventure. From freshwater to saltwater, ocean to Everglades, come join us for a fishing experience like no other. This is Florida's Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller, presented by Yellowfin and by Visit Florida. Unleash your Florida side.
Got some blackfin tuna in the water busting right here. Not billfish, but you never know with the tuna, there could be billfish right underneath them. I got my right long is laying in the water. It's a blue runner. Kind of digging.
It's on that flat line. Flat line.
I got.
Flat line.
There he is. He's going ahead of the boat. He's off the bow. Here we are offshore. We've got a nice fish on, and we're going to take a look back today at some of the great moments of bill fishing on Bass to Billfish. It was this exact area that we took our newlyweds, Brandon and Lindsay, out for their first bill fishing experience. Take a look. I had our chase boat with my captain from my fishing team and mate and a couple of friends, gear up everything, have the bait ready. I hopped on the boat and they were just blown away.
It was picture perfect.
On our way out there, you see those stilt houses. You look over and you see downtown Miami. Really cool scenery.
And then a seaplane came in and landed right next to us, and they thought we had planned it, and they couldn't get over. They figured it was like Fantasy Island. You know, like Tattoo was going to come by in a second. Right now, we're about 20 and 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to drop off 40, 50, and then it goes 60, 80, 90, and then 120 and deeper.
Okay.
So we're going to head into that area. So when we went offshore, we were going to use kites. We're going to fly about 6 live baits off these kites. You see this right here? We're sitting at 124 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the bait fish down at about 100 or so feet. Our goal is to get in an area that's really productive, and we think, you know, 120 feet in this area off this edge, past couple of days has been producing a bunch of fish. So.
Cool.
I can't promise you anything.
All right, so what are the kites for?
This is more technical than your standard fishing.
Right.
We call it kite fishing, and we actually sew the baits onto the hook. So we put a rubber band through a needle, like this, right? Okay. And we open the lid, get ourselves a bait. This guy, you're the chosen one. He's a little big too. So we go through live bait, you put it right through this area here. Basically just bridling, it's called bridling them on, and now they're ready to go. And then we send it out on the kite. See? You see the cork going out?
Yeah.
Help that line out, just give it a pull off the reel there to let it hit the water. Yeah, perfect. So now, what happens is when the fish comes up to eat this bait, it's gonna pop out of that clip, and you're gonna be fighting the fish from this rod. So it's gonna come through here, go through here, pop out,
okay,
and it's go time. Because kite fishing is kind of an elaborate setup, I called my buddy Clark and Froggy, who's a mate on my fishing team, to help us out. So when we got the boat out there, they were already waiting for me out there, and they hopped on board with us to help me deploy the kites, to help me put baits on. Luckily, Clark and Froggy were there because the action ensued. Getting a bite right here. Come on, eat it. There you go, there you go, there you go, come on. Come on, eat it all the way. All right, here we go. Come on, stay tight. Froggy, right on the right side, right side. Clark, bump ahead. Come right at us. So instantly, we're hooked up with a sailfish. I give Branton the rod. Keep pointing. There you go.
Start reeling it in, and it was a sailfish on there. Pretty good sized one.
Keep winding, keep going. You reel. There it is. Jumping right there. You know, he's up in the bow of the boat. We're going full throttle at this fish to try to chase him down. Nice and up and easy. Great.
I got it pretty close to the boat, and he's jumping 3 or 4 times.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, keep on.
Holy
Keep on, don't stop.
Did you see that thing?
Yeah, baby.
yeah.
Keep on. There it is. Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Wind, Clark, slow down. Wind, you gotta wind. Keep winding.
Not lose him? And that 4th time, he gets completely out of the water, and I just lose him. Son of a...
Hey, man. That was cool.
Dang.
All right, let's put him out again, man. You guys saw your first sailfish, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Brandon just lost that fish, but you know, he got a chance to see an amazing sailfish jumping all over the place, acrobatic fish. When we get back, we're gonna check out Lindsay working on her first sailfish ever. Right now, I'm fighting a dolphin. I'm gonna bring this guy in for dinner. He's probably about an 8-pounder. There we go, that's pretty nice. That's a little bull dolphin, about 8 pounds. Not bad.
Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Visit Florida. Your Florida side is calling. Go to visitflorida.com. Pet Boys does everything for less. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Ray Marine, world leaders in marine electronics.
Well, here we are off the coast of Miami, my hometown. We came out to do a little bill fishing, and we came into a big school of mahi-mahi dolphin fish. And I'm fighting one about 10, 12 pounds right now. And man, I tell you, this is the exact area where we took Brandon and Lindsay fishing. Take a look. Okay, Lindsay, here you go. You got a sailfish on, girl, here.
Once I got the bite, they came around and tied the fighting belt on me real quick.
We couldn't fasten it around her. The Velcro wasn't big enough. So I tied a big granny knot, got the thing nice and tight on her. She's winding on the fish.
I was definitely feeling a good workout in the arms.
Yeah. He's close now. He's probably where that line's entering the water. Now pull up.
In the distance, you literally see it jumping out of the water. And
Oh, I see him. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that, babe.
Easy, keep that nice and tight. No yanking. Oh, yeah! Nice, let him go. Yay! There was so much chaos on the boat. It was really, really exciting. Right there. We're about to get the release. As soon as that leader touches, we got to release. Okay, pull up, wind down. Pull up, wind down. Bring me that leader. Bring me that line. There you go. You got it. Back up, Mara. Back up. Back up. I want to touch it. Ah! Almost. Almost. Pull up. Wait, we can't. Hold it. You know, we're using light monofilament leader. You never know what's going to happen. You put enough pressure on that fish, he's going to come off. Clark, go to the right. She fought that fish for close to 30 minutes. Got the fish to the boat, and I'm reaching and reaching and reaching, and I'm like, I mean, it was literally inches away from my hand, and I thought to myself, I'm going to dive in the water if I have to and grab this fish and wrestle him back to the boat. Okay? Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah.
The way we do it. Nice. All right.
I've never caught anything bigger than, I mean, a small bass back home in Missouri. So that was by far the largest that I've ever caught. That is so awesome.
Give me some skin, bro.
That's awesome.
Good job, baby. We released the sailfish. Perfect, swims away. Everything was great. Lindsay. I've been meaning to tell you about, come here. There's a little ritual. Have you heard about it?
According to Peter, your first catch or your first sailfish.
You get thrown overboard.
No.
You do. You really do.
No.
Well, Lindsay didn't get thrown in on that one, but she did a phenomenal job, and that fish is a trophy in anybody's book. That was about a 40-pounder. She did a great job. She was ecstatic. I'm proud of her. Well, another great moment we had was when fishing buddies Mark and Rob came down from New York, and I took them out daytime sword fishing. When we get back, I'm going to show you some of that footage. It's good stuff.
Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Yellowfin, choice of champions. Mazda, Zoom Zoom. Palm Beach County, Florida. Discover the Palm Beaches and Boca Raton. Buff, the original multifunctional headwear. Closed captioning for Bass to Billfish has been provided by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
Get a bite here. This particular episode, we had Mark and Rob come down from New York, and I decided to take them sword fishing. It's not your standard type of fishing. It's very technical. We took them at about 2,000 feet of water. Right now, I'm fighting about a 15-pound kingfish offshore Miami, my hometown. Let's see if we can get this fish. There we go. Not bad. What do you say, about 15? 10, 15-pound kingfish. Having a pretty good day on the food fish. Kingfish, dolphin. Take a look at what Rob and Mark are up to sword fishing. It's pretty spectacular stuff. So day 3 comes. This is our day to go sword fishing. The weather is absolutely perfect. So I pick up the guys and it was on.
Sometimes up in New Jersey where we fish, it's very rare that somebody actually goes on a trip specifically to target swordfish. And just this notion that we could be out on a daytime trip fishing down in about 1,800 feet of water was something that I thought was pretty neat.
The tackle we use for daytime dropping is very different than what we use at night. In the day, we drop so deep with so much weight that if you don't use an electric reel to get down and up, you won't be a very productive sword fisherman. What we've done is we've gone to these where you can fight them manually, and if you don't get a bite, you're able to hit the button, bring it in, change your bait, and you can actually get a good day's worth of fishing in. So the idea with the daytime dropping is to try to get it bouncing actually on the bottom, because the swords will actually be down there rooting around in the bottom. Sometimes either bills will be all chipped because they're digging down in there and then bringing stuff up. We used to use live baits, and now we use these squid, and you get a better hookup ratio with a dead bait because the fish are very flexible. They can bend in half, and when they go to eat those blue runners or any live baits, they get caught up and fell hooked. So now we just hit the bottom. We got about, what, 10 pounds of lead, Frog? 13. 13 pounds of lead? 13. And we wait. It's a little waiting game. We hope they come through, you know? The reason we fish one bait at a time is because we have so much line out. If you had another bait out there, it would very easily tangle, saw everything off. It's just not worth it. You're better off having one bait, keeping it clean, keeping it simple, and you know, that's been the most effective method for it. So we're about a half an hour into it, and being on the water, you always get hungry. Ham and mayo, dude. Extravaganza mayo blitzes. As soon as you break into food, something usually happens. Heavy on the mayo, heavy on the ham. And all of a sudden, that was him. The rod starts to go, and Froggy's like, there he is, we're getting a bite.
Fish on!
Get the harness on, you set up?
I just remember when I first got settled and got my hand on the rod, just feeling, you know, the power and the strength of that fish. I mean, there was no way, you know, you could turn that fish or move it.
Steady gain, Frog, keep going.
We had a couple issues getting the line over the bow of the boat.
You're gonna go off to the left or what?
Go to the front, go to the front.
Go to the front, walk up, don't rub it on the side of the boat.
And watch your front, watch our front.
With a harness on, you don't quite have the flexibility to maneuver the way you would otherwise, so that became an issue.
Hang on. No, it's not all right. You gotta back up, tell him.
Back up and go this way. That way.
Got a screamer here, guys. You all right? You're doing great. He was doing a great job. Going from a cold start to battling a swordfish is not that easy. It's a good fish, man. He really rose to the occasion. He did a great job. He got into a little rhythm. It's a little different than bass fishing, huh?
Yeah, you get a little bigger.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, we noticed that the line was bunching up on one side. Are you bunching up?
Yeah, but not enough to prevent it from coming in.
Yeah. Well, okay, there's the line on coming on. All of a sudden, it was locked on the far right side, and the line was stacking up on that side. Okay, there's the line on coming on.
Line's stacking up here on the right of the reel.
Oh, the winder's not working?
Yeah, it seems to be. It's all right. Take a line. There's got some wind up coming.
There's the wind up, Frog. And then the wind on leader comes on, which is probably 400-pound test, which is very dense, very thick. So if we were having a problem now, you can't imagine what another 150 feet of wind on is going to look like on their reel. We wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, the level wind is not going back and forth.
Nope.
All right, hold on. Let me think about this. Maybe if he winds, the wind on will fall downhill.
Oh, just because it has to? All right, let's try it. Let's see what we can do.
Try it?
Yeah, and if it gets packed in there, we're going to have to back it off a little bit. Are you bunching up?
Yeah, but not enough to prevent it from coming in.
Because the problem is if it locks up and he runs, it's over. Were we locked up there? Did you feel like it? It should have come out.
I do see a knot in there, though.
Yeah, that's the loop. Froggy, I think we're going to have to start helping him with a hand line and have him finger it over as he winds it with his hands to take the pressure off.
Where are you on it? Did you get the light or not?
The light, no.
Where are you at? You're still in the splice? You think you can roll it over?
I'm just trying to think of anything right now. I mean, we could fingertip it.
What I'm thinking, if there's no pressure there, you can roll it down. You can't roll it downhill when there's pressure. Like if I took some of the pressure off, you could roll it down the hill.
Let's see. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I got some over. Keep reeling.
Don't think where it's going to lock up when he runs.
Well,
that's my concern, is it's not real tight.
Jamming on that reel though, if he runs.
I moved it. Okay, go. Well, as you can see, we had a pretty stressful situation over there with the reel locking up while we're fighting that swordfish. When we get back, let's see if Mark manages to land that swordfish.
Bass to Billfish with Peter Miller is brought to you by Visit Florida. Your Florida side is calling. Go to visitflorida.com. The Bass to Billfish mobile app is here. Go to basstobillfish.com to get your free app today. FWC. There's only one season in Florida. Fishing season. Join the Bass to Billfish team and connect with us on Facebook and Twitter.
Hey guys, came out here to see if we can catch a little billfish action. We caught some dolphin, some kingfish, and towards the end of the day now, we finally have a sailfish on. Getting ready to come up and jump. There he is, right there. Only 30 feet. We got the sailfish here, the sun's about to set. But right now, let's go back and take a look at Mark working on his estimated 200 to 300 pound daytime sword. Froggy starts hand lining the line, the sword. He starts pulling on the sword. I start running my fingers and trying to smooth it out over the back of the reel, spread the line out. Now the line is starting to get loose on the spool. All these things put together is a recipe for disaster.
I think we're just going to have to continue to inch him up.
So I'm pulling it over, he's pulling in, he's trying to wind on the reel, and we're getting it, it's coming in, and we get to a point where he can't reel anymore.
I'm locked up here a little, I got a lot of slack here. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw sort of a flash of what looked like silver.
Got color. We got a nice sword here, guys. We had a lot of mishaps in a row, and every 5 minutes I felt fortunate that we still had the fish on. Nice fish, dude. Nice fish. Woo!
Fortunately, it was daytime, so you could really see the coloration on the swordfish, and just sort of browns and silvers and a little bit of purple in the back, and just seeing the length of the bill was something really spectacular to see.
Guys, we're gonna release this fish, right? You did a great job. It's about 200 pounder.
For me, was really part of the excitement was to be able to release it and to be able to see it swim away. That was exciting to see.
Come on, roll over, baby.
There he comes.
There you go. Let's go. Come on, do it. There he goes.
The fish dove straight down, almost as if it was heading right down to 2,000 feet of water again. It was just neat to see it take off and swim straight down below the boat. That was exciting to see.
Nice work! Nice work!
Nice job.
Nice job.
Fish is close. The fish is definitely close. He's probably right here. You see him, Q? There he is. There he is.
I don't want to burn him off here.
Fish is tough. I thought he was kind of done there for a while after the jump, so he's tired. Nice sail. Here we are, the Billfish Special. We're happy to be out here. Wow, folks. Yeah. I'm gonna let him go. Here we go. We're glad you joined us today. We took a look back at sword fishing. We took a look back at Brandon and Lindsay catching their sailfish. We had a great day. This is an amazing fishery. If you guys want a shot at doing something like this, go to basstobillfish.com and find out how you can submit a video to be a guest on this show and experience this with us.
Join the Bass to Billfish team and connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. The Bass to Billfish mobile app is here. Go to basstobillfish.com to get your free app today, available for iPhone and Android.